Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today, it's going to be a TVT here on Cyberforce, the latter edition between Carmaxian and Rocket. Alright, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Top left-hand corner is the red Terran player, Carmaxian. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the blue Terran player, Rocket. Now, this is a Patron game sent to me at Falcon Paladin at gmail.com by somebody who is subscribed to me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month, which gives you the right to send me a replay every single month, and I will cast it, no questions asked. Alright, so going to be a TVT here, an hour-long, fairly low-level TVT. I believe Rocket is submitted to Into the Void before, which indicates that, he is either bronze or silver level. And what are we looking at here? I'm saying I recognize the name Carmaxian. Da 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 da. Carmaxian has been in my cheese compilations before. That's how I know his name. Just wanted to shout out to Carmaxian. I wanted to send in the same game, but never did. Thanks for sending in and getting it casted. So Carmaxian has sent me a replay before to be cast, and so has Rocket. I don't know if they know each other, but it sure seems like something weird is happening. Also, 3 SCVs are out on the map for Rocket, so he has some shenanigans. He always does, honestly. Rocket always has shenanigans up his sleeves. This scouting SCV from Carmaxian is going to notice, or had the opportunity to notice, that there were 2 SCVs coming across the map and have some ideas as to what's going on. I mean, it's not too fast. There's a Reaper on the way from Rocket. Reaper's name is going to be Finals Week. Look, I just need to hear that Finals Week has been blown into itty-bitty pieces. Is that too much to ask? Actually, already did that one. Never mind. This one's going to be Professor Reaper, a.k.a. the Creeper. Where'd our guy go? Wait, hold on. Did he cancel the... He canceled the Reaper. He's just making... Oh, wait. No. No, it's just not done yet. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, tired of Marines flashing naked to Zerglings. Wait, what? Professor decides to bring an end to this madness. As he marches to the enemy territory, flashbacks struck him of that little boy Zergling story. Adrenaline starts to pump inside, and he realized that he can jump walls now. But suddenly he stopped and realized that if his memory serves him right, he is in the Terran himself. Responsible as he is, he places the burden on himself. In shame and sorrow I will go, he says, as he renamed himself the Creeper. That is a fairly nonsensical Reaper name. I have no idea what that was about. Yeah, I just read it again, and it doesn't make any sense. But hey, that's who this is. Welcome, Professor Creeper. You really need to start killing stuff, man. I know there's a Marine here, but you can win that fight. If you just pick, pull back, heal up, pick, you win. Double SCVs here. I have no idea what Rocket's dealing with. Why did they both die? Reasons? I figured they were doing proxies, but they are just scouting and running into bunkers and dying, it would seem. So yeah, definitely low-level StarCraft we're looking at here today. We have an hour's worth of it. If you just remember Husky's old Bronze League heroes, it is hard to find replays that are that level of bad anymore, but this one might be able to fight to earn that honor a bit. I'm just saying it might be able to. No guarantees. Production tab says building armor on the way from Rocket here to the 3.5-minute mark. That is how serious we are about turtling right now. Look at this. Look at the turtling. A sensor tower in the main base, just as your dedication to turtling is through the roof. Missile turrets coming up at the 4-minute mark, which just, wow. I mean, I guess there could be Banshees on the way, Liberators too, but it's the holy triumvirate of missile turrets here. 1, 2, 3. Real hard to actually harass with anything when there are 3 turrets up, but again, that static defense is not going to help you a lot. So sensor tower up. So here's the thing. A lot of the circle here in the minimap is not actually showing you anything because it's off the map. If you put the sensor tower here, or like here, or like here, you get a whole circle that you can see him coming. It extends it to like out this. You need more warning time, right? That's what sensor tower is for, is warning time. We've got a Widow Mine out. We don't see Widow Mines above ground all that often and from behind either, so look at this. He's got little rockets. What the heck? He's got 4 legs and rockets shooting out of his butt. That is weird, man. I don't even know why he needs 2 forms of propulsion. It's not like he's that fast anyway, but... Alright, so Carmaxian is worried about expanding, as we can see. I don't know you can put a command center here. I've had this thought before, and I've been proven wrong. Also, Rocket's Reaper could do some work, man. I think Rocket forgot that he existed, though. He came up, he got some shots off, he didn't kill anything. Professor Reaper, a.k.a. the Creeper, is not doing much to earn any kind of glory or recognition for his efforts. So yeah, we're 5 minutes into this thing, and stuff is really slowing down. Why not? So what we're going to talk about with TVT, I mean, anymore, it's pretty much Marine, Tank, Viking. I mean, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That was the strategy back in Wings of Liberty, and pretty much the same thing today, is you want to be using your Marines to attack into undefended tanks. You want to be using your tanks to get shots off on large groups of other tanks if you can, and large groups of Marines as well. Single Marine makes it over here to try to harass this command center that Rocket's building. And there's not much that can stop him, it turns out. I guess that Widowmine could come up and burrow. That would be actually kind of awesome. If this Widowmine unburrowed, walked over, burrowed, and wham! It'd be super overkill. It's like 200 damage that a Widowmine does. But it's just in case, just kidding. Another Marine comes up, and then more Marines come over. I guess there was the bunker. And saves the day. Again, reaction time, not that great. Not that great here. Rocket built a refinery up here. I guess maybe it's like building a pylon up in this area if you're Protoss, so you can see drops coming and maybe see Vikings coming too. So this Viking is going to land himself and take down a refinery, which I gotta say, many Viking pilots have not ever done that before, if I had to guess. Another Marine tried to come up this ramp, but just got blasted by all the Marines here. So natural base is done for Rocket. He is down 26 to 17 workers, but Carmaxian is oversaturated is the problem here. He needs to take a natural somewhere. He needs another base somewhere. Widowmine, bottom of the ramp, here to get it on get a shot off on a large group of Marines, quite possibly. Carmaxian is going for Magfield Accelerator. Which, okay, I'm down. I'm down for that. I've been watching a lot of Letterkenny on Hulu recently. It's a Canadian, we'll call it a comedy. It's kind of a bit of a comedy drama. I don't know. It's got as much drama as a normal comedy does generally, but anyway, one of the things these Canadian rural hicks say when somebody says something they agree to is K. Like with that tone of voice, it's very much K. And that's what I feel like doing a lot in this game. It's just like Rocket is building a missile turret out here. K. Hellion running around, trying to find stuff. K. Viking. Just hanging out. So, yeah, I mean, I guess back to the point I was trying to make before I either lost my train of thought or got distracted by something else. Again, hard to find true Bronze League Heroes games anymore. People who are playing StarCraft know what they're doing to most of an extent. It's very rare that somebody in 2019 picks up StarCraft 2 for the first time and goes, let's play. And even rarer for him to run into somebody else on the ladder who's also new to the game and says, let's play. So even Bronze is full of people that have a general concept of build orders at the very least. Viking harass time, man. I'm kind of loving this. Oh, walked into tank range. Could have sat back here. Could have sat back here. Out of range of the tank and killed a ton of these SCVs with a hold position play. But instead, the tank gets a shot off and everybody is dead. So we're going to use the speed up button fairly liberally here. More Vikings coming down. They're going to run into the missile turrets. I just don't... Alright, so they got this. They got a missile turret. That's nice. And they're actually killing a bunch of SCVs here. So I take it back. Carmaxian making some stuff happen. And then they lift up and die. I don't know why they lifted up. There's no reason for them to do that. But that's a lot of dead SCVs, man. That is 15 dead SCVs for Rocket. He's got 13 workers right now. 13 of them. Tank's going to try to make something happen. No. I mean, the Marines trying to block a third base, I guess is what we're looking at. More Vikings. Is he going to go for round 2 of the harassment? Ah, he baits the Marines into range of the tank. Loving that. Another Viking coming out. He just wants Vikings to deal with drops, it would seem. Single Cyclone coming out here from Rocket. And a Viking from Rocket up around this area too. So, I mean, They're trying to have vision of where the other players are. Landing a Viking to kill a turret again. Loving this play out of Carmaxian. Landed Viking damage is huge today. I'm really enjoying it. Cloaked Banshee trying to find stuff to do, but again, there are turrets everywhere, man. Banshees are not going to find a lot of purchase here at all. The tank is out from Rocket. Army supply at the 15-minute mark is 48 to 33 in favor of Carmaxian. More traditional setup here. Marines, Marauders, and tanks. Rocket's doing weird stuff with the Thors, the tanks, the Widow Mines. It's kind of a mech thing, but not really. What is this? When did this happen, and what is it? What? When did Carmaxian... Did he lose his main? Do I need to slow this down? I don't know. Marines walking into a third base planetary fortress of Rockets and getting destroyed. So no, I'm not sure that I do. Honestly, Rockets got a bunker and a barracks up here, and I don't know why. Yep. Back to plus it is. Thor marching out. Another Marine gonna die. SCV dies. Scouting. Ooh, I'm loving this out of Carmaxian. Suddenly expanding almost everywhere, which is cool. Wouldn't mind ready to go on an SCV transfer up to that base. So Carmaxian's like, you know what? I'm going battle cruisers. When in doubt. Hold on. Oh, a nuke attempt, but wanted to range of the missile turret and of the siege tank. So super aborted. Super aborted nuke attempt there. Do we have any more nukes? I don't think so. I don't think we have any more. The Carmaxians, I don't even know what base this is. This one dies to this little attack. This one's probably going to die to this little attack too. With our regular old Hellbat. Trying to make stuff happen. And the Marauders do not like what they see. I guess just pulling into tank range. That's a good move, man. You can force your enemies into your siege tanks ranges. Like, that's really good stuff. Yeah, this long distance mining, something must have happened. Carmaxian must have lost his main. Or he lifted it off and built it down here for reasons I don't understand. Either way, he's basically mined out of his main anyway, so it's not a huge deal overall. Rocket has actually been SCVing up for quite some time now. 32 to 27 on that worker count is nice, and Marines attacking on out. I don't understand. I don't understand this at all. Marines attacking into a fairly fortified position. Everybody dies. Rocket sending up a couple Cyclones and a Hellion and a tank. One of each, actually. One Hellion, one Cyclone, and one tank to mess up this base. But guess who's here? The battle cruisers are operational. And I don't know what kind of anti-air we see out of Rocket right now. He has 2 Ghosts, 12 Marines, 2 Thors, which is not bad, and a nuke. So, and the missile turrets, right? Let's not forget how many missile turrets he's got up. He's building more of them, by the way. 3 to cover his third base. It's going to be hard for the battle cruisers to do much. There's a Thor here, and there's a Ghost here. Takes 2 Yamato cannons to kill a missile turret. I guess maybe if it has building armor, is that the difference? Or does Yamato ignore armor? I gotta say, I think Yamato ignores armor because it's a spell, and they all do. But here's a nuke attempt. Those of you who've been sitting through this thus far, I appreciate your patience, and you're rewarded with a nuke. Man, it's so pretty. Such a pretty thing to see a nuke in the morning there. No reaction from Carmaxian at all, by the way. It's like, well, that happened. I do like that he took, of all the bases he managed to sneak, this is one that he's holding on to, which is nice. Battle cruisers ready to go with another Yamato. Nope, the cooldown on that is pretty large amount of time. And Yamato, Widowmine gets a shot off there. See, not too hard to kill a turret, as it turns out. But multiple turrets and Marines in a bunker. It's time to get out of there. Good job. Good job getting out and then teleporting out. Oh, no. Not here. There's turrets here. Pull back. Pull. Oh. Just blind jumps to the base. Doesn't realize there are turrets present. 6 kills on that battle cruiser. Not jumping out anywhere anytime soon, but really wrecking Rocket's worker count right now. And it evens it up, 37 to 37 at this point in time. So 14 kills on the BC. BCs are just there. Usually worth their weight, I gotta say. Worth making. We've seen a lot of them. At Nation Wars, Special made them. TY made them too in ZVPs. Or ZVTs, rather. Ow, 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 ow. Still alive, but only 20 HP on that dude. What upgrades does he happen to have? Oh, and then Rocket has his own BCs, because of course he does. Also, we're going for the high-impact fuel load, something like that. I'm trying to remember what the upgrade is, but it allows the afterburner effect on medevacs to last a little bit longer. Or no, the cooldown to be reduced is what it is. You can use it more often. That's the upgrade. That's why nobody gets it, because it's not as good. So, battlecruiser and missile turrets work together to save the day against Rockets jumping on in there. We're 24 minutes into this thing. Got 3 Ghost Academies, does Rocket. It's very fun stuff. Alright, so in the meantime, Carmaxian ended up losing this third base at some point. I don't know where. Battlecruiser jumps. 2 guys jump back here to go to town on a missile turret. Liberator's going to try to fight, but have we seen Liberators fight against battlecruisers before? It doesn't seem like we have much at all. I don't think they're going to do very well. That's what I'm trying to say. Ooh, unnecessary Yamato. I think we had that. Meanwhile, Marines and Ghosts attacking into a bunker, which not working out all that well. Battlecruisers are going to try to take down all the Ghost Academies here. It seems like Nuke. Oh, I do love that. Whee! Nuke comes into the camera. Another nuke attempt. Double nuke attempt, by the way. Three, mind you. I guess he realized that he was gonna lose his Ghost Academy is more likely than not. Why are you killing a reactor? That is a weird target for you, buddy. Oh, flying into some missile turrets, some free shots there, and then a jump out. Nicely done. Well jumped. Well jumped out. Carmaxian. Another nuke attempt, but I think the Ghost got shut down on that one. Again, a missile turret and tanks. Ghost's worst enemies. Heard a jump. Too many turrets, though. I guess killing a medevac is nice. Should use some of that boost, man. More jumps. We're just jumping to either side. That battlecruiser ends up dead. These battlecruisers seem to be alive for the time being. And Carmaxian going for like a 5th base gets that sucker shut down. I mean, Rocket's done a pretty good job of being like, no, you don't have more bases than me, it seems like. The repair on the missile turret, though, pretty good stuff, man. Oh, and then he jumped up here. What a weird place to jump to. Yeah, battlecruiser versus battlecruiser action here. Gotta know what the upgrades are, man. Does anybody have any air armor? Attack is done for Rocket. That's nice. Air attack is complete, but no other upgrades at all for these BCs. So Rocket ends up losing that battle. Battlecruiser's very stately jumping in here. Carmaxian just going mass BC. That's what we're looking at here today. Another nuke that does, I think, literally nothing. I'm pretty sure that didn't kill anything. It caught this tree on fire, and that's it. Doesn't really count. Battlecruiser versus battlecruiser action here on Seabird Forest. Trying to attack into where there are missile turrets to help, which seems like a pretty good idea to me, honestly. Yeah, problems. Problems all the live long day. Seems like we're supply blocked. Carmaxian, are you supply blocked, buddy? Gotta say you are. More battlecruisers jumping in here from Rocket and gonna take down this natural base, which, by the way, is not all that mined out for being 31 minutes into this game. Surprising number of resources here. It is kind of pretty to watch battle cruisers do their thing. A lot of fun explosions, a lot of lasers. Where are you going next, guys? Up into the main? That seems like a good place to go. Except there are a lot of turrets, and there are defensive BCs here with Yamato. So maybe not as good a place as I'd expect. Wow. Alright. All the BCs die, flying into missile turret land. Ooh. Nuke attempt. No, says Planetary Fortress with missile turret support. Not going to happen. That nuke is never coming anywhere near my base. Thank you for asking. Do you have to have vision up? I think you have to have vision up there. That's why he walked up the ramp to try to get the nuke off, but otherwise he would have nuked somewhere else. This little piece of bio from Carmaxian. Not doing as well? I mean, sure. They're going to take it down to Supply Depot, which is a lot of fun. Out of range of the Planetary Fortress, mind you. And then they wander into range of the Planetary Fortress, mind you. Marines and Marauders without medevac support. And finally the BCs jump out. And the forward missile turrets try to do their thing. Rocket choosing not to respond to this, which I find a little bit odd. This is his camera. He sees them now. Carmaxians take another base on the right side. So we're looking at what? 1, 2, 3-ish? 3 mining bases from Carmaxian, 3 mining bases from Rocket. 37 to 36 workers. Seems fair. Again, flying into missile turret, battle cruiser scenarios is really bad for you, Rocket. How many BCs are you going to lose today? The answer is 15 so far. 15 so far. And the 6 kill BC ends up going down too. Carmaxian sending a single SCV up. I think this is accidental that he's going to wipe this out, which is hilarious, honestly. Carmaxian. Bring your BC over. Shut this down. Ooh, nuke attempt from Rocket. Loving that. Loving a good nuke attempt. Not bad. 15 kills on that ghost. Not enough to actually kill the battle cruiser, by the way. Obviously, because BCs have all the HP of the known universe. Thor wandered on this way. He's got a kill to his name. He looks pretty cool, but he's not really accomplishing much. And Rocket setting up to take down this BC. I think they had it, but that's fine. Let the missile turret get the final shot off. Seems fairly poetic anyway. Yeah, pretty good vision, honestly. Rocket's got a pretty good idea of where Carmaxian's expansions are and where they're not, which is really nice. Carmaxian's production tab is empty at the moment. Not that he has a lot of resources, about 400 gas in there, but that's enough for another BC if and you want it. I think this ghost might be a little bit too close. Ready? No, actually, outside of that blast radius, takes no damage from that nuke whatsoever. And the 15 kill ghost is trying to get his 16 kills by taking down that command center. Rocket doesn't actually want to take this down at all. Yeah. So let's just call it what it is. A very leisurely game of StarCraft 2 is on our hands right now. Is he repairing? That's hilarious. He's repairing. Ooh. Alright. Well, yep. Ghost hits hard. Not hard enough to get through the repairing this SCV is doing, mind you, but pretty hard nevertheless. This ghost is still back here, by the way. A little bit forgotten, honestly. Standing sentinel, facing out into the nothingness that is the void on the edge of the map. Wind slowly pushing him back a little bit. Carmaxian flies into, again, you just don't, as a battlecruiser pilot, you don't want to fly into a situation where there are other battlecruisers and missile turrets. By golly, that guy's alive with all of like 20 HP. But he's alive nevertheless. That command center finally being attacked by quite a bit of bio. Rocket building turrets on this high ground, which is kind of awesome. Oh, they got baited into trying to kill the planetary fortress, and now they're all dead. Planetary fortress with 9 kills. Pretty pleased about that. Gonna upgrade this to a PF so that the ghost has to get out of there. Does not outrange planetary fortresses. Does Carmaxian have the high-sec auto-tracking upgrade? He does not. Oh, he does. Never mind. Both the players have it because, you know, TVT's fairly turtly as it stands. APM check. 99 on average for Carmaxian, 50 on average for Rocket. Resources lost, 26,000 for Rocket and 17,000 for Carmaxian. Carmaxian, a little bit mineral starved here with his 41 workers. How does he have 41 workers? Where are they? Oh, I don't know. Okay, just jumped home. Hold on. So he's got what? 4, 2, 6, 7 here. It's got 5 here, so that's 13. He's got 6 and 6 and 6 there, so that's 18. Yeah. How does he have 43 workers? Where are they? I guess there's a bunch back here. Another 7. Fine. I guess they're split among 3 mining bases, so whatever. Ouch. You gonna try to planetary fortress, or try to kill this PF with nukes? Seems like a lot of work, honestly. This is really nice animation, though. Like, I really like this building skin and the blue light in there. It's reflecty, and I like how the whole building bounces when it's making something. I know, it's important for, like, the viewer to recognize that something is happening when buildings are producing stuff. It's just a funny looking bounce is all. Nuke number 8. Maybe even more. Again, trying to nuke a planetary fortress? Rough stuff, man. You're having a rough go of that. Okay. Weird jump location, but sure. Gonna nuke behind this. And once again, following into missile turret death and destruction. Another nuke, because why not? Ooh, gets a nice shot off on that battlecruiser, actually. Tries to take it down, but nope. Walks into a bunker instead and gets absolutely destroyed. So, it's 104 to 96 supply. I mean, it seems like both players have kept a pace of each other fairly well here. Army supply pretty close to it, 71 to 69. Thor's coming on in to try to do this. That was a bunch of Yamato going down on that Thor. Marines taking down a base of Carmaxians. Manor muling? That was weird, Rocket. Battlecruisers of Carmaxians gonna try to take down these ghost academies. He's tired of being nuked. Probably. Also, a starport is a good thing to take down at this stage. But you gotta make a decision, man. I guess the Ghost Academy is gonna burn down, and probably the starport, and probably the factory too, so maybe you got all of them. Seems fair. Oh, he jumped out. What a jump, man. 3 kills on that, dude. Well done. Well done indeed. Alright, so the Ghost Academy dies. No more nukes for Rocket for some time anyway. Does he have another Ghost Academy I'm not aware of? No, he does not. Alright, that's fine. So factory down. Starport likely down here too. Rocket has not shown much proclivity to repairing his buildings. Small group of bio going up against a battlecruiser. Again, the bio have upgrades. Let's check that out. Rocket's bio, in fact, has +1 attack and combat shield, and that's it. Got drilling claws, which is nice. Permacloaking his widow mines is fantastic stuff. So yeah, I mean, this has just been a very silly TVT, is what it has been to this point. Ooh, Thor using, never mind, the wrong attack. Not as using the attack where you do tons of star damage to a single target enemy, but instead it's the one that does splash damage. And not as much of it, and really bad against single target foes. Battle cruisers trying to take down one of the last vestiges of income for Carmaxian today. But the missile turret count is about 1 billion. And as a result, these battle cruisers are not going to win. Especially with the SCVs repairing. SCVs repairing a missile turret is one of the most powerful things in the entire game. You can hold off so many mutilisks with a missile turret getting repaired by SCVs. This battle cruiser is 13 kills. Widowmine takes him down. Widowmine finally gets a kill. No, 2 kills on that guy, which is nice. Another battle cruiser jumps in for Carmaxian. Is he seriously trying to motto cannon down a planetary fortress? What a silly head this is. A silly head decision that is. Rocket sending a bunch of unescorted Marines up into Deathville. Yeah, the Thor does not care for your shenanigans. Does he have upgrades? That's a great question. He's got +1 and +1, which is great. So 1/1 is nice on the Thor. Expect a little bit more at 47 minutes, but that's all right. Battle cruiser has 3 kills. The 4th one will be a planetary fortress. Mass Thor from Carmaxian all of a sudden. All right, I'm down. I'm down with Mass Thor here being the answer to the battle cruisers. Also, maybe the Marines, too. Again, fully upgraded Marines with stim and medevac support. Okay, they'll do pretty good against Thors. But unupgraded Marines without medevac support or stim, mind you, because Rocket has not been stimming his Marines at all this game because he doesn't have it. Carmaxian does, but he also has apparently 7 total Marines. Hey, get him. There you go. Man, unescorted Thors. Nathanius had an interesting comparison to make between Thors and some things in life that need support. And he's right. Thors by themselves fine, but you really got to have Hellbats in there. It's really good to have Liberators in the mix. Just makes them that much better with support, you know? Don't ya know? Alright, so Carmaxian is effectively mining off of 1 base at the stage. The income is better for Rocket than Carmaxian without question, because he actually has this base he's mining from and this base that he's mining from. Rocket decided it's time to move out. And it's time to try to take down the entire base of Carmaxian by himself. Widowmine hits. The Thors are not concerned about that at all. What do they look like? Zerglings? Pfft, ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. So this base defended by, you know what you need here, are tanks probably. Hey, look who's got new Ghost Academies. Rocket does. He does love himself some nukes. Doesn't he? Thors versus Planetary Fortress. Ready for this battle? I'm kind of interested in it. Their repair action? There is now, but is it too late is the question. It was too late! That's your answer. I think maybe they could have done it, but it was just not enough SCVs and a little bit too late on the effort there. Battle cruiser jumping in from Carmaxian to try to assist with this. Right into missile turret range, by the way. So not ideal. Marines into battle cruiser Thor set up. Not great. Carmaxian kind of kicking butt all of a sudden. He's got 15 workers left. 75 to 27 army supply, though, is pretty amazing. And yeah, source of income for Rocket is toast, but he's making 3 battle cruisers at a time, which is fine. His nukes are back. Ghost, again, in range of missile turret, buddy. He does seem to be intentionally doing the strategy of getting stuff down to burning and allowing them to burn down. I guess it worked over here, because Rocket didn't save any of those buildings that burned to the ground earlier. Oh, look, he's even leaving that one off, too. It's like, I don't have time to kill things. I'm just going to leave it down to burning and then move on. 1 extra shot is way too much. 8 kills, 11 kills on these dudes, 14 kills on that one, 5 on that battle cruiser. I just kind of feel like Rocket's going to try to jump on this, though, with his BCs and maybe do something like win the day. Carmaxian still mining from this one base with 3 SCVs. His income is abysmal. I think I mentioned that already. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Don't let the PF hit you while you're taking down the missile turrets, you doof. There you go. That's better. Direct hits on the planetary fortress is good. And they're going to get it. Some repair would be nice. Carmaxian's sitting on, what, 1,300 minerals and 3,000 gas? Oh, gosh. The missile turrets are problematic. Everybody here is so injured. Like, one SCV repairing would be just a boon. Bring these Thors across the map, too, Carmaxian. You got this. You got this, man. I guess killing turrets is great. I'm down. Carmaxian? Are you not A-moving? Carmaxian doesn't know about A-moving, guys. So pro tip for those of you out there who are new to StarCraft, if you press the letter A on your keyboard and then right-click, instead of just moving in that direction, your units will attack anything in the way as they move in that direction and to that location. But seriously, if you didn't know that, please play through, like, the tutorial of StarCraft 2. It exists. I promise it does. Yeah, guys, you are so injured, though. I don't know if you can take down this planetary fortress, y'all. I know there's 4 of you, but 1's down. That was fast. Just staying out of range, taking down the turrets. Loving that. Carmaxian making 3 battle cruisers himself. Rocket has SCVs running all over the place. I guess trying to expand up in this location, which is cool, but... Are the Thors going home? What is even happening right now? Alright, so Army Supply, 87 to 69. Rocket is down, but he's making 3 more BCs, which should help swing the tide a little bit. This Widow Mine is going to kill one of these Thors. Ready? Oh, hang on. Be Carmaxian, remember there's a Widow Mine up there and decided to go another direction. Seems fine. Carmaxian trying to take his 3rd base at the 53-minute mark. Battle cruisers moving out. Do we have any additional upgrades since the last time we checked? I'm going to say no without looking, but no, we do not. So, upgrades are fairly minimal, but they are favoring Carmaxian. Battle cruiser count is 5 to 7 right now. Resources lost 45,000 for Rocket and 30,000 for Carmaxian. Did he get his Thors all the way home? Oh my gosh, his injured Thors are home, guys. And they're getting repaired. Who knew? Who knew we would see this glory? Rocket's teching into tanks, though, which is a great idea, honestly, when your opponent is going for Thors. Not so good if he's going battle cruiser, though. Gonna point that out.
Base is under attack.
Wrong button. What am I doing? What is happening here? The Thor's getting repaired up. Some of them are. Some of them are neglected in this back corner. Carmaxian going to try to hit down a starport. Staying out of range of a missile turret there. Trying anyway. Dude, get it. Get it. It's on fire. Woohoo! Rocket suddenly has a 9 to 5 advantage in overall battle cruisers. 2 to 1. It's a pretty good place to be. Did this base... Trying to land it over here. Single Marine shut that down. And finally the Marines get shut down by a bunch of Thors. Production tab empty for both players, which is always a treat. And here we go. Battle Cruiser versus Battle Cruiser. Again, the upgrades are better for Carmaxian, but it doesn't matter. Yamato jump? No jumps. Ooh, was that an attempted jump that failed? I don't think I've seen that before. Thor using that single target attack to wipe out a Battle Cruiser. Pretty good stuff, man. But when you're outnumbered like 6 to 1, it can only do so much. It's a good idea, but again, numbers matter. Jump? Doesn't have a jump. Jumped in there. Dead. I mean, it was closer than it should have been, but again, the upgrades. The upgrades helping immensely there for Carmaxian. But Rocket's battle cruiser army is the biggest one we've seen today, is not taking no for an answer. It is here to destroy everything that Carmaxian holds dear to himself. And that's your good game. Carmaxian's out. Rocket calls the GG himself, showing some good manner. Carmaxian just doesn't have anything left, and Rocket is your winner in 56 minutes. in 18 seconds. And in fairness, I did speed that up. So it wasn't quite 56 minutes of time on your end, but nevertheless, just silliness, man. Just abject silliness. Nobody's got high APM here. Nobody's doing crazy stuff, saturating bases properly. Nobody's going for traditional setups. It is very much Bronze League heroes all up and down here. Carmaxian, I don't know, man. What'd you have left, dude? You had 6 Thors, couple tanks, couple Vikings. Your income, you still had some income here, man. But I don't know. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he was tired of playing. Seems like a possibility to me. So at the end of the day, Rocket ended up losing 11,000 more resources than Carmaxian did. But won the game just because he had more bases. He didn't lose as many workers, I gotta say. How many? 84 workers went down for Carmaxian and 58 for Rocket. So a lot there, but not as many. The nukes were very good too. One nuke got lost. What the heck does that mean? I've never seen a nuke on the units lost tab before. Strange stuff indeed. Yeah, well, in the end, again, sometimes it comes down to who has more stuff. And if you have fairly equal stuff, then upgrades matter. But if one person has way more stuff than the other one, upgrades don't matter at all. So, good game there to Rocket, just understanding the principle of making stuff all the time. And he was more aggressive on the harassment, too, I gotta say, just trying to find Carmaxian's bases and at least knowing where they are if he wasn't going to kill them. But, yeah, he's just having a great time, a grand old time, wiping out what remains of Carmaxian's forces with his battle cruisers. I'm not sure that he needs the XP that you generate from doing this, but... yeah, I don't know. All right, cool. Well, that is going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of a Patreon. StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw and what you heard today. I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't know, pretty interesting anyway. And yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch as well, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for reason and a way to atone. All around you to stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into